All right, y'all. Fat acceptance has really started to take a dark turn. About a month ago, a woman who was a big proponent of the fat acceptance movement and was damn near a fat acceptance activist died. This lady's name was Jamie Lopez, and she died at 37. If y'all remember, I talked about her in a few of my other videos before. She was the lady that made a salon for fat people.
Baby Doll Beauty Couture is the first ever salon by plus size girls for plus size girls.
I think it was called the Super Size Salon or some shit. And it was because when she was at a nail salon one day getting her nails done, when she was sitting in the chair broke. So she decided to make a salon for fat people so you wouldn't have to go through the experience of chairs breaking and not being able to fit in chairs and shit, right? Basically not holding herself accountable. Because, why lose weight so you can't fit in the chair when you could just get a bigger chair so you could keep being a fat motherfucker, right? And this lady even got up to 800 pounds, bro. She was weighing 800 pounds, 846 pounds to be exact. She was weighing that much, but she was actually starting to change her life around. Before she died a month ago, she had lost 400 pounds. She lost 400 pounds in about a year, but the problem was, it was just too late. She lived so much of her life being so big and so fat. I mean, 800 pounds, 846 pounds. She damn near weighed 1,000 pounds, bro. Damn near half a ton walking around for years and years and years. That even though she lost all that weight within a year, it just wasn't enough. It was too late. And she ended up dying of heart failure. And it's pretty sad because she actually was trying to make a difference. She realized the error of her way. She realized how stupid it was, how unhealthy it was for her to be that big, and she was actually trying to lose weight, right? I remember seeing a clip of her. She said she hadn't left the house for 2 years because she was so big she couldn't even walk on her feet.
I haven't left the house in 2 years, and I just learned to walk again.
And it's just sad that she died before she could actually make the changes and make her life healthier. But she's not the only big proponent of fat acceptance to die within the last year. There was a woman who also died last year in 2022. Her name was Kat Pause. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't really know if I'm saying that right, but she died at 42, and her thing was she was like this fat academic person who studied the stuff around fat stigma, and she was about making people not feel bad about their fat bodies and all that body positivity bullshit, right? She studied it and tried to make up all this science as to why you shouldn't care about being fat and all that dumb shit, right? And she ended up dying, but they wouldn't say why she died. But I mean, come on, bro. Let's look at her, bro. Look how big she is. Do we really have to guess how she died, bro? And a more recent death of a fat person displaying their fatness all over social media was this guy named Waffler69. His actual name is Taylor Lejeune. Again, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but he died at 33 on January 11th, so earlier this month. And he basically was a Nikocado avocado, but for TikTok, right? He was eating all this terrible, unhealthy foods. He was eating big amounts of this terrible, unhealthy foods. And I think the reason he did it is because he had tried to do YouTube a number of years ago. And, it wasn't really working for him. But once he started doing like mukbangs or whatever, he started to get a lot more attention. But even still on YouTube, he wasn't getting a whole lot of attention. But once he went over to TikTok, all that shit started blowing up and shit. He started getting all this attention and views and clicks on all that shit. So it just kind of reinforced the bad behavior. All that dopamine hit from seeing all these numbers and shit on social media just kept reinforcing him to keep eating more unhealthy, eating bigger proportions of unhealthy foods and all types of shit, right? And he ended up dying because of it. And this is the sad reality of the fat acceptance movement. People who believe that there's no issue with being fat, who believe in this body positivity bullshit, love my body, love all my curves and all that shit. This is what's going to happen to you. You're going to die very young. I mean, dude, 33, 37, 42, that ain't a crazy long life. I mean, you lived a decent amount of life, but that's still pretty young to be dying. People die for a number of reasons outside of their control, but being fat is something you can't control. Why put your body through all that and slowly kill yourself on your own? That's stupid. All these people are just slowly leading themselves to their own deaths. And this is the problem because, as I mentioned before with TikTok, there's a whole section of TikTok called Fat Talk. And it's basically all these fat motherfuckers talking about how much they love their body and how being fat isn't a problem. Or you got bitches bitches like Lizzo. Oh, why y'all shouldn't be saying nothing about fat people. All this body positivity bullshit. I remember Tess Holiday said some shit like she doesn't even use the word healthy in her house.
Now, there are a few words that I don't allow when somebody comes into my house, and healthy is one of them.
The bitch doesn't use healthy in her house. I mean, even saying shit like obese and fat have become slurs almost. We just living in all this delusion where people think being fat is something that is okay, bro. And this is what the fuck happens to you. And you really can't even feel bad for these people. Like I said, with Jamie Lopez, she actually tried to lose weight. She lost 400 pounds in a year, but it was too late. She lived too much of her life weighing damn near half a ton. You can't even really feel bad, bro. Because these motherfuckers, they promote these stupid ass ideas. They live a terrible lifestyle that they know is bad, but they cope themselves into thinking that is good. And this is what happens to them, bro. And I'm really like, I know I make a lot of jokes about this shit and all this shit, but for real, I am so serious when I say this, bro. Please, it is not okay to be fat, bro. There's so many things that can happen to you that could injure you or end your life. Why do it yourself? That's what you're doing. Eating all unhealthy, eating these huge amounts of food. You're putting yourself in the grave early. I mean, think about all the people who love these people, who cherish these people, and now they're gone because they just could not stop putting food in their mouth. I mean, it's ridiculous, bro. How do you have that lack of self-control to where you can't stop eating? Niggas gotta get this shit together, bro. But let me know how y'all feel about this shit in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit it with a like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Turn on post notifications of this video. On our way to 750 subscribers. Like and sub us so we can get there. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you to everybody that's been subscribing. And I'm out though. Catch you guys next time.